The power of social media in political platforms. The comparative contrast between Trump and Trudeau. In Henri Bonson's paper written for the GIQ titled Social Media and Local Governments claims that the internet now serves as a major new linkage between society and government and has emerged as a driving factor for citizen participation initiatives because of its potential for informing, educating, and empowering citizens. So why the sudden movement towards social media as opposed to traditional media? Facebook offers local governments the possibility to know their citizens personally. A two-way conversation can be maintained, whereas traditional media such as television, radio, and print media only offer the possibility of one-way communication. Through dialogue, realized on the internet, municipalities can derive many benefits, collecting feedback, ideas, and opinions which help to improve public policies and public services. Municipalities can obtain useful advice and gain more trust from citizens. Thanks to direct interaction, citizens can acquire a deeper knowledge of the workings of the local government. In this way, local governments can gain reputation and trust while reducing costs and spending on marketing. In the Department of Political Science from the Memorial University of Newfoundland defined the term political brand in his paper, named What is Political Brand? He states that the word brand is now commonly used in political discourse and popular vernacular. In political science, it tends to be used as a surrogate for party labels, packaging, personalities, and valence issues in a manner that does not suggest academic familiarity with the brand construct. A brand is a fuller concept than image. An image is the evoked impression of an entity formed from the recall of all communications impressions. A brand is an evoked image that resonates on an emotional level, which stimulates customer loyalty. In the article titled Twitter as an Arena for the Authentic Outsider, Gunn and Lee from the University of Oslo says that in 2016, the US presidential election campaign, social media platforms were increasingly used as direct sources of news, bypassing the editorial media. With the candidate's millions of followers, Twitter has become a platform for mass communication and the candidate's main online information channel. Likewise, social media has provided a platform for debating and critiquing the mainstream media by the campaigns and their networks. While Trudeau's branding strategy continues to demonstrate the professionalization of communication to the public, Trump's brand displays a more amateurish yet authentic style in social media points towards the deprofessionalization and even amateurism as a counter-trend in political communication. The era of social media does, however, not imply that platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram has replaced televisions, or newspaper or radio for that matter, but it has changed it in the way audiences have received information. TV is no longer a standalone medium for political communication because its mainstream media presence currently exists in tandem with social media, in the context of both multi-platform campaigns and multitasking users. This means that politicians are increasingly required to have a performative flexibility in the interest of connecting with voters, moving between different format criteria and expectations, from the formal to the informal, from the professionalized to the personalized. This ups the threshold for political candidates, communicative skills, and presents the need for a professional yet highly flexible communication division within their campaigns. Likewise, social media provided Trump with a platform to critique the mainstream media as biased and untrustworthy. In addition to several other established media companies, the New York Times was subjected to harsh judgment. Trump mentioned them in a tweet that said, "The failing New York Times is truly one of the worst newspapers. They knowingly write lies and never call to fact check. Really bad people." Social media is contributing to a shift in power relations between politicians and their political branding in the mainstream media and the journalists, because the politicians now have access to a means of production as well as efficient and direct distribution channels. Trump's celebrity status therefore fueled the Trump campaign and enabled a strategy based on a controversial and unexpected use of social media, and in particular, Twitter.